One thing is true for sure, the Nintendo Switch had a really good year for RPGs. Games like Triangle Strategy, Tactics Ogre Reborn, Digimon Survive, Jack Move, Mario + Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Persona 5 Royal, Chained Echoes, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So crazy to think that I didn't mention so many other fantastic games, but it's time to look ahead. I don't want to predict what's coming to the Nintendo Switch. I only want to highlight some announced titles that I'm pretty excited for. If you are looking for a complete up-to-date release schedule, head on over to Switchrpg for a comprehensive release schedule. The link is shown on the screen as well as in the description. I also want to welcome along my friend Evan from SwitchRPG.com, where he's offered to provide his most anticipated Nintendo Switch RPGs coming this year. Alright, we have a lot to discuss regarding Nintendo Switch RPGs coming in 2023. My name is Gio from SwitchRPG.com, and these are some games you might want to put on your radar. I promise. Starting off, we have a successfully crowdfunded title that was promised to come to the Nintendo Switch and scheduled for a 2023 release. We all know how that goes. World of Anterra has some pretty large claims and comparisons. It's a procedurally generated, open-world, pixel art, party-based action RPG. Kind of a mouthful. There are a lot of exciting yet experimental features being implemented in World of Anterra. First and foremost, they're hoping to build an open world akin to Skyrim using procedural generation. While there may be some uniqueness to everyone's playthrough, it doesn't mean there won't be any handcrafted areas like towns or dungeons. The procedural generation is mainly used to fill in the space between these handcrafted areas. Some other features that are making this highly anticipated is the gridless tactical combat, the non-linear story, and the dynamic lighting we're starting to see in a lot of pixel art games. World of Anterra is developed by 81 Monkeys, and this is their first RPG as a studio, and be sure to check in on 81 Monkeys YouTube as they continue to show off their development. World of Anterra's Kickstarter campaign ended in September 2022 and is coming to the PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and the Nintendo Switch in 2023.
Furyu has a bit of a spotty record on the Nintendo Switch, but the developers made their mark on the Nintendo 3DS with two alliterative RPGs, The Legend of Legacy and The Alliance Alive. Teaming up with industry veterans, these titles were experimental homages to classic Saga turn-based gameplay. Although Trinity Trigger is a local co-op action RPG, it follows the tradition of previous alliterative titles by bringing on Mana series veterans Yuki Nobuteru and Hiroki Kikuta. This combination of RPG talent and a mission to evoke the feeling of classic 90s RPGs with modern enhancements makes Trinity Trigger a fascinating early 2023 release. Speaking of stacked development teams, Loop 8 Summer of Gods also brings RPG veterans together to tell a drastically different kind of tale. Over the course of a single in-game month, players will need to foster relationships and defeat beings from the underworld known as Keigai to decide the fate of the entire world. Yoichi Miyagi and Noriyuki Iwadare of the Lunar series are joined by various veteran artists to bring this time management and time-traveling RPG to life. If its trippy premise sounds appealing, be sure to check it out on the Nintendo Switch when it launches early 2023.
Next, we have Demonschool, developed by Necrosoft Games. Their latest game seems to be a mashup of Shin Megami Tensei and Persona. Also, film enthusiasts will love that aspects of the giallo film genre will be front and center. If I had to quickly describe what that means, there we go. Lots of blood, gore, and murder mystery. First and foremost, Demonschool is a pixel art tactics RPG and very much reminds me of Persona 1. The animations are done very well, but one aspect I really don't have a grasp on is the soundtrack. While I expect the music to be on par with the visuals, there's just too little information on it at the moment. There are also some interesting aspects to the combat. You get to set up combos that have pretty damaging elemental effects. Demonschool's main focus is definitely the school environment. At the university, you plan your team's progress, which includes gaining new abilities and establishing relationships. Demonschool can currently be wishlisted on Steam and will be coming to the Nintendo Switch sometime in 2023. Sea of Stars should be on everyone's list, and I'd be surprised to know if you haven't even heard about it. Sea of Stars was fully funded on Kickstarter in 7 hours, which just goes to show you that the golden age of RPGs is definitely not dead. Fans of Chrono Trigger should be ecstatic with Sea of Stars. Not only will the combat be reminiscent of Chrono Trigger, legendary composer Yasunori Mitsuda will be contributing to the soundtrack. While having Yasunori Mitsuda helping with some track, this cannot overshadow the work that has already been done by Sabotage Studios. Excellent sprite work and animations, along with awe-inspiring dynamic lighting and also gorgeous environments. As a result of Sea of Stars starting out on Kickstarter is that we are given updates so frequently, and we get a tiny glimpse as to what Sabotage Studio is bringing to us in the summer of 2023. WrestleQuest oozes charisma and machismo. Imagine a classic turn-based RPG like Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door crossed over with the stand-up arcade game WrestleFest. That is what you have with WrestleQuest. You'll be working your way to the top, performing your standard pile drivers and power bombs, taunts, and even work on your entrance, as it will give you a little advantage for each match. Speaking of each match, you might have wondered why I mentioned Thousand-Year Door. WrestleQuest has a hype meter similar to the Thousand-Year Door's audience. The hype meter can also help you succeed in special moves throughout the matches. The one thing that really surprised me is that there are officially licensed wrestlers in the game. Wrestlers like Randy Macho Man Savage, Jake the Snake Roberts, Andre the Giant, and quite a few other surprises. WrestleQuest is expected to be released on the Switch in May 2023. Initially, when Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes was announced on Kickstarter, there was a bit of confusion as it stated that the game would be released on Nintendo's next-gen console, but a recent confirmation by the studio has confirmed a Nintendo Switch release in its current form. Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is a visually stunning pixel art strategy RPG produced by some of the most well-respected RPG veterans in the industry. Konami refusing to revitalize the beloved series, former Suikoden veterans are putting together an RPG fans have been waiting for. Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes blows me away in every aspect. except for the fact that there are over 100 playable characters. The reason why this has me concerned a little bit is because it makes it difficult to maintain a consistent narrative with a character that you care about. The most recent example being Octopath Traveler and its difficulty to keep a persistent, overarching story across all party members. I think when it comes to nostalgic pixel art RPGs, SacriFire hits me a little differently. The first thing that stuck out to me was the combat, totally reminding me of some earlier Star Ocean games, specifically Star Ocean First Departure R, as it was the most recent Star Ocean game I've played. This also goes hand in hand with having Motoi Sakuraba involved, the legendary composer of the Star Ocean series. The theme continues with this list as it's another HD 2D pixel art game. The stunning combat animations appear to hit with such force and are visually stunning. So what are you guys anticipating for this coming year on the Nintendo Switch? It's still so early to tell. There could be so many unannounced games. Maybe make some predictions. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to visit SwitchRPG.com for all your Nintendo Switch RPG needs. Also want to apologize for keeping this short, especially for SacriFire. I really am so excited for that game. I just can't do it right now. Apparently the sickness has got me. I really am so excited for that game. I just can't do it right now.